Hey guys, welcome to Running Fever. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Garmin Forerunner 220 GPS running watch. This one cost me $380 Australian, that's around about 285 US dollars or 260 euros. Also included is a free heart rate monitor strap. Now one big difference I noticed in this watch compared to my old watch was the time it takes to locate the satellites. My old watch, the Forerunner 110, it took maybe 15-30 seconds, which is pretty normal for most running watches. But with the Forerunner 220, this happens immediately and happens like that every time. Now I'm just going to give you a close-up and show you some of the features of the watch. Okay, so this is what the watch looks up close-up. Let's get started now. So let's press the top right hand button to get started. As you can see up the top, we've got the distance, and then we've got the time and the pace. Obviously the pace won't work properly indoors. Top left hand button is the light button, so that's very good if you're running at night time, and bottom right hand button is for splits, but you can also use the auto lap function for splits. You can customize that as well, so you can put any distance you want in there. For the intervals as well, you can do the same thing. You can go by time or distance, and you can also set the rest period and warm up and warm down. So once you've done your run or your race, you can look at the history for every run you've done. So go to activities and it'll give you a breakdown, tell you the distance you ran, the time, and the pace per kilometre or pace per mile if you got it set per a mile. So all this information you can also use on Garmin Connect. It's a very useful tool. As well as this information, it will also give you a lot of other information such as elevation, cadence, and it will even tell you what the temperature was. So that can be very helpful if you've been training a certain elevation or different temperature and you're going somewhere to race. So that can be very helpful to try and work out what time you're aiming for. Now one issue I did have was with its accuracy. The Forerunner 220 definitely isn't as accurate as the 110 which I previously had. Generally maybe 95% of the time there's no problem at all, it's fine, but every now and then you'll get an inaccurate reading over a short distance. So I'll just go back into my history and you can actually look at the records as well. You see there 1 kilometre, it says my best time is 1 minute 47. That smashed the world record, so it shows you how inaccurate it is. I think the first few times are definitely faster than I actually ran. So it doesn't really get accurate until 10k and more. Obviously most of the time it is accurate, but obviously just for the records it's obviously picked the few times which it has been inaccurate. As I said, with the Forerunner 110 there was never a problem, it was always perfect every time. So it was a little bit disappointing that the accuracy in the Forerunner 220 isn't quite up to the same standard as the previous watch. Thanks for watching guys. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below, and also let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to discuss in the future. If you haven't seen my last video on running hacks, you can click the link to it up here, and make sure you subscribe. There's plenty more reviews and running tips coming up soon.